Yo, my music maestros. Welcome back to another episode of No Nonsense Music Tips with me, Tony. And today I'm going to be showing you my mastering chain, or a mastering chain, what it would look like. So let's get into this one, guys. So the song I'm going to be doing this on is a song I've been working on in the studio with my crew, and it sounds like this. So for a mastering chain, this is what we have. You'll generally find this is normal going into it. So we'll have an equalizer, which will be what I call a fixing equalizer. And this will fix problems. You're not adding any color to it. You're just going to be looking mainly at fixing problems. So we'll have that EQ there. And generally what I will do is I'll roll off mainly the bottom end here at around 20 hertz or something like that, just to clean up the low end as we play. And it just gets rid of some of that rumble. So that's generally what I'll do, and then if I do find any bits, I'll maybe just sweep through and see if I can find anything that's ringing. So there, I'm not keen on that there, so I'll take that one and I'll just bring that gain down here. So that's what I'll do, is I'll go through that stuff like that and finding those things. I'm going to make this one a short video. I'm not going to make it a full-on video that is going to be dealing with everything, but I'm just going to make it quite short. So the next thing I'm going to go to is I will then go to a bus compressor. And with the bus compressor, we'll generally want it just to glue the mix together a little bit more. So I'll generally have a medium attack or a long attack and a medium to long release. And then we'll have a medium-ish ratio around 2:4. And then what we're looking at here is just about a 4 dB or bouncing around 4 dB gain reduction. And that'll start gluing that together. What we can do as well here is take up the sidechain high pass filter, so it will miss the kicks and the low ends and just compress more of the stuff after that. So we'll bring up the threshold a little bit more on that. And I'll play around with that to get the sound I want. We'll just add a bit of this makeup gain just to match it. Make sure that you're matching your gains. That sounds a little bit more glued. So the next thing we'll look at again is another equalizer. And this one will be for colour. So you might say you need a little bit more of that low end bringing in. So it's just a matter of playing with the sounds you want and knowing what you want from your master itself. And if you want a bit of more top end, or you want a bit of mids, or you want to cut some of this 500 hertz, which can be quite an horrible sound. So sometimes cutting around here can help to unmuddy a mix as well. I'm not going through the mix itself and doing a master on this. I'm just showing you the sort of chain that I would be looking at. The next thing I would add is a saturator, and the couple of different ones here that I've got. So you could have something like this Oxford Inflator here, and we'll bring the effect up. And the more I bring this up, the more undertones it's going to bring, the more lower tones. And the more I bring it down, the more higher tones it'll bring in. And what I'll do then is I'll gain match that as well, so that you're just getting the colour. So you're getting a bit more of a fuller sound with that. So you don't have to use that. We can also use a tape, like a Kramer tape or something like that. And the good thing to do is, if you're new to mixing and mastering stuff like that, is go through some of the presets. Some people have done really good stuff with this. So like this mastering one here, so we could say big and open, clean and open, soft clean compression, so we'll go for that. And remember, again, bring down your thing here, your output level. So I'm going to unchain that and just bring down my level here. Right. And again, so you're going to get them nice undertones. Bit too much there. And another one you can use is the Abbey Road. If you want more of a higher sound and more higher tone sound, then this is really good for that. And again, you could just choose a preset from this, like a Mix Bus, hi-fi, more warm, something like that. And another thing that you can get with this is you can add noise and crackles in, which is good sometimes as well. But the majority of the time, I'll generally go with the Oxford Inflator because I like this one. Then I would look at, after that, a clipper, just to start bringing some of that volume back into it. So let's push this, because we're going to be looking at about -3 or 0.3 dB, but we want this just to touch a little bit and just to bring it back down a little bit. And then at the end of that, I'll put an L1 limiter ultra maximizer. And I'll generally set the auto release. I'll take the diver off because I'm going to bounce it down into 24. And I'll do it as true peak, and I'll put no shaping on it. And then what I'll do is I'll set this to -0.3 or -0.1 if you're going to be doing it as an MP3 or anything like that. And then I'll pull this down until we get about 2-3 dB gain reduction here. So there's a lot of push and pull here we can take down. And then so you've got your volume back into it then. So let me just mute all of those all in one. So that's you before. And there's your after. And then what we'll do at the end of here, we'll put what I call a metric AB. Yeah. And then we can test this then against other songs. So we can test it spectrum, see what the spectrum looks like, its correlation for the mono information and stereo width, stereo image, its dynamics. And then its loudness. And what we can do is add a song into here to check against that. So that's the top and bottom of putting a master together and the chain I use. So hopefully that helps you out, guys. And if it does, let us know your thoughts in the comments. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed that one.